Track 1 blog 1 YouTube blog #1. So, I was at school, bored out of my mind. I was doodling something, or I was listening to my teacher yap about Filipino. Me and my two friends, let's name them Juliana and Noah, for privacy, of course. Noah was listening, and Juliana was listening too. Although, Noah was only partially listening, knowing damn well he's gonna fail on the Filipino test months later, and almost never attend classes. Knowing I was on the same boat as Noah, I daydreamed about my fanfiction. Much later, in lunch, around 12 noon. And no, it's not midnight, it's actually midday. Me, Juliana, and Noah were eating lunch. I had chicken. Noah had chicken too, I think. Juliana had shrimp. Until her lunch box fell. Ice, splashing everywhere, like paint. And this was a series of similar incidents back in grade 5. I was eating my food of adobo until I accidentally swiped the lunchbox, and it fell, splashing like paint. Then Juliana was eating, then it fell. It was a series of 3. Not a blog. I have a Wattpad account if you want to see the chapters of The Night Before the Massacre. Here it is in the description. Anyways, that's it. Bye. Track 2 blog 2. YouTube blog #2. So, it was close to our last day of school, at a graduation. We were taking breaks. Then I saw someone solving a Rubik's Cube. It was a friend of mine from grade 5. Let's name them Anthony. Anthony solved the Rubik's Cube under 5 minutes. I was like, oh, that's amazing. Then, suddenly, I remembered having a Rubik's Cube at my house. Much later at home, I got my Rubik's Cube and put it in my small bag. Then tomorrow, another boring practice. Knowing I was gonna get some help. Me, Juliana, and Noah were there. After Noah had been absent for 4 weeks straight, I walked up to Anthony and said, can I get some help? So, he did. I got into some trouble with the Rubik's Cube. After a while of learning, I got some knowledge on how to solve one. Although, I kept ending up with an upside-down T, which is embarrassing. After some time at school, on the very last day, we graduated. I graduated from grade 6 to my new school. That's gonna happen in 1 more week. I still look at my Rubik's Cube, remembering those times. I still miss my friends. That's all. Bye. Not a blog. I'm still working on my novel on Wattpad. Track 3 blog 3. YouTube blog #3. The Undertable Incident. So, it was lunch break. A very boring break. We thought we could sleep. So, we had an idea. I would lay down straight. Then Noah and Juliana would sleep on me. It was easy and simple, until we thought it was too bright. So, I moved under the table. Little did we know, that was a huge mistake. During the time under the table, I was slanted 60 degrees to the left, causing a very uncomfortable sleep. I was waiting, trying to find a comfortable spot for me and my friend's comfort. This also caused more uncomfortable sleep. Noah was moved outside the table, and Juliana's hair, or so, long, her spit was near my neck, and her hair was covering my sight. I saw it, like being in a forest at night. We all had to move out of the table, because break was over. That's all, folks. Bye. Not a blog. I'm working on a proper book to release. That's why The Night Before the Massacre, Chapter 3, is taking so long. Track 4 blog 4. YouTube blog #4. First day at high school. It was a time where I finally go to school, which is sad, and I miss vacation. So, I was late to school, of course. I remembered the class having a 3x9 chair layout. Pretty confusing, right? It's just 3 chairs per row, and altogether is 9, and the last row is 6. Anyways, at the flag ceremony, I remembered that I just stood there, looking around the place, and we had to dance, for some reason, and after like a minute or so, it ended. So, I went to my new classroom from memory. Our teacher, let's call her Teacher Sabrina. Sabrina was our math teacher, I think. I forgot what she said. Noah was there too, and an old friend, let's call her Jennifer. I also made a new friend. Let's call him Joshua. Josh here is a troublemaker, of course. And after school, there was a bus, which I didn't take, because I was picked up by my dad. My friends took the bus home, of course. That's all, folks. See you. Not a blog. I'm planning to make a website for my channel. Stay tuned for it. Track 5 Blog 5. YouTube blog #5. Halloween event of 24. It was October 10th, 2024. The Halloween day. I dressed up as a Star Wars character, specifically Mando. Me and my friends, Jennifer, Juliana, and a boy. Let's call him Mitchell. We were all dressed up as movie characters, or video game characters, mostly Genshin for the girls. So, we had a stage so we could show off our cosplays and costumes, and take pictures. We were in the basketball court, in the neighborhood. We had to dance weeks before the event, after lessons, so I was in grade 4. After everyone took pictures, I danced. It was after the primary and kinder grades, but before grade 4, as we danced, which I confidently did, it looked terrible to me. After that, we took candies, played games, and went home. Thankfully, my house was close by. That's all I remember. Bye. Not a blog. So, I'll be renaming the series to It Blogs instead of YouTube Blogs, because it was a waste of time to write out YouTube blogs. So, It Blogs will be used next week's Saturday.